for us, but kindly try to balance your availability. Yesterday I was so horny, but si kuwa na option than to just ignore the feeling. I know that one day we will be rich after the deal yetu imeivana. I'm so sure you don't love Frank, but my greatest fear is that you might end up developing his feelings. Then he sent him there.
I love a heart. What is this? What the hell is this? What the bloody hell is this? Oh my goodness.
Kwa nini unakataa tusome ya mwisho mama?
Angalia vile vile.
Are you sleeping with this guy?
Listen, twist him around. Twist him arudi South Africa. We have enough in store and he trusts you already. Who's this?
Or rather, I reserve the rights to stay on the properties that Julie owns. I reserve all the rights to be on those properties when and wherever I want.
Am I a desperate lady that I want to marry Frank for the first time? And I don't think even the pregnancy is not the issue here, because I can raise my child.
Love that you show me, yes, that I cannot take it for granted. Love that you show me, I cannot deny.
I've called for this another meeting because I'm concerned about a few issues here and there concerning me and Julie. Basically, Julie, the only thing that I've been fighting for is my rights to own my own property. And she has proved to be very difficult. She has refused to settle our case out of court. And I thought it would have been easier for us as a family to have a settlement without having to involve the court orderlies, without having to have proceedings that might take years and years and years. I thought maybe I was doing us a favor by asking for something out of court so that I can be happy and Julie can be happy. But now, Julie here has decided to drag ourselves, me and my family, in court for I do not know until when. I actually had a talk with my lawyer just the other day. He told me that such cases might drag in court for years and years. It can even take up to 10 years. And I wanted us to have an agreement. But Julie has continuously refused. Point of notice, Julie's lawyer summoned my lawyer. In short, they summoned me. Julie has filed a divorce proceeding against me. And I'm shocked because I'm the first guy who served. I actually asked my lawyer to serve Julie first. I don't see why she came with that countermeasure against me. Wouldn't it have been easier if Julie signed the papers that I had actually summoned her with in the first place?
Why you complaining? Yet you're the one who you sued Julie first, right?
Yes.
Why are you complaining when she serves you the divorce?
You know, I do not understand. Do you kind of understand this? I have served her with divorce papers, which she refused to sign from the beginning. And even my lawyer, if you can remember right, my lawyer said it's not a must she signs them. It might take some time, but since I've served her, why did she not take her time to sign the divorce papers and we get it over and done with? Now she has served me. What kind of trick or game is she trying to pull? That's what I do not understand.
I did because the last time I was with you and your lawyer, you told me that you are not filing the divorce case. You only wanted to settle with me the case in the court, and you don't want to file the divorce. And after I talked with my lawyer, we agreed that it is not a must I settle with you the case in the court, but I serve with the divorce, and that's what I did.
What was the purpose of you serving him the divorce? Why are you counterattacking him?
Okay, the reason I served him the divorce is because I don't see life with Frank. For everything have been happening. I think me and him is like our love is over, and I need a new chapter.
What about his property?
The case is in the court about the properties.
And how do you think Frank is surviving? Because okay, right now we expected by now we could be having his property back, the joint account. Right now Frank has been surviving by asking for money from
well-wishers,
family. You see, how do you feel Frank surviving from such?
I feel nothing. He's a man.
He's a man.
Yes.
Frank, we talked yesterday night, and that's why we're having this meeting. And you told me some things concerning the whole process and how you're surviving. Exactly what do you want?
Right now I'm surviving on something called home rights. And that right, I am reserving it just only because I am married to Julie legally. But up to that point that I will either sign the divorce papers, the ones that she has summoned me in, or if she signs the ones I summoned her with, that is when I will lose my home rights. And the home rights entails this. I deserve, or rather I reserve the rights to stay on the properties that Julie owns. I reserve all the rights to be on those properties when and wherever I want, up until the divorce proceedings have been finalized. Yes.
And how long will it take?
It can take a year or 2 or even 10 years, depending on if I accept the divorce or not, or if she accepts the divorce.
Julie, why don't you agree with Frank? You go open your joint account, then you share 50-50 money that is in that account, instead of letting Frank suffer when the proceedings are still ongoing.
Well, at first I was willing, but when he begins to go to court to sue me, I was like, now acha tufanye kesi. Kama ameona kesi ni poa, tuendelee nayo.
But he can be the my home rights. You're talking about my home rights.
Yeah, my home rights, yes.
It states that you will be on that, you can be in that property until you sign
only
the...
staying.
Exactly.
Only
He
staying.
can stay.
But
Haezitumia do.
what about, is Martin not part of the property? You're talking about, it talks about
He
the
can
homes alone.
spend time there.
The home rights mean
My home rights.
I have the entitlement of actually visiting any property that I own. I can go to any B&B without any hindrance from Julie.
That is my home.
Yes, yes. She does not have a right to come and expel me from any property anymore, like she did some time back. She cannot do that.
In short, he's free to come back home.
Yes.
So do you want him back home? And Frank, are you willing to go back?
Actually, not to Julie's. We have more. We have other properties. I can go to any property I prefer to be with, in alone. So that is something my lawyer actually told me, and he has done a good job because I did not know that right.
My home right.
Yeah, my home right. But now I know that I have home rights. Julie cannot overstep me up until the divorce proceedings are completed. Yes. And
she cannot kick you out from your own.
She cannot kick me out of any property. Yes. I have the rights to use my cars or any cars that we own. I have the rights to be on each and every property that we own together. Yes. For now.
Now, I want us to talk about a very sensitive matter. You said that she is using her pregnancy.
Yes.
And also you said something, that you suspect that she's not pregnant.
Actually, it's very wrong whether she's pregnant or not. According to the law, the Kenyan law, according to my lawyer, using her pregnancy against me or against the proceedings is not a good thing. Yeah, actually it's misusing the law. Yeah.
So do you believe that she's pregnant? We start from there. There is a time you said that maybe she used some, alisema ulitumia nyanya ukaenda ukapima nayo. Is it proved that you're pregnant?
First of all, I still doubt it because when we did the tests, I was not there physically, and nobody else was there physically. And according to research, we saw that even a tomato can actually give positive results when used. So with Julie, I'm not sure, and I cannot say I'm sure about your pregnancy.
And have you made steps of maybe testing her again?
Yes, actually we had asked her personally, me and Valentine, we sat her down. We said we want to take her to our own hospital, have tests carried on our own terms, so that we can prove she's pregnant in the first place.
Why you and Valentine? Why you and Valentine?
That was then. That was then. But now Valentine is not in the picture. We are not even talking about Valentine. It's between me and Julie. Now, actually, why I relaxed a bit about the divorce proceedings was because she mentioned she was pregnant. So I took my time. And that time, she has come back with a counter attack. Why did she not only sign the papers that I gave her, that they were summoned? It would have been easier that way. Now she has used another tactic. I do not understand where she's coming from, because it would have been easier for you to just sign the first papers in the first place, and that will be all. But then, still, I realized that my home rights have really helped me because now I can move around.
Wow. Julie, is it confirmed that you're pregnant? Or are you using that pregnancy?
Why should I lie
I am just asking.
for pregnancy? Am I a school girl? Am I a desperate lady that I want to marry Frank for the first time? And I don't think even the pregnancy is not the issue here, because I can raise my child even if you accept him or not. I'm ready to raise my child. I don't want your support here.
But you see, you're a very confused person, a very confused individual, and you have managed to confuse me too. How? Let me explain. First of all, she comes up with, when I was giving her divorce papers, she refused to sign. That is number one. Number two, she talked about being pregnant. She came up with that story of being pregnant at that time, at that point of time. Now, are you trying to say that that child that you bear, or rather the child that you say you're pregnant with, is mine? Are you sure? Is it mine? Or is it somebody else's?
You are free to take paternity test as you are used to. You are free.
Now, what even confuses me, if you're not confused in this, Millie, now, after saying for a couple of months that she's pregnant with my child, now she comes with the divorce papers. Don't you think that's fishy? You know, I have failed to understand you typically.
I'm playing my games. I told you this journey is so long. Yeah, from the beginning.
And you're playing your game.
And you see, even in the court case, that I did not proceed with the divorce papers first. I started with the property, because property is what determines the outlook or the outcome of all these issues we are having with Julie. Because if she did not show me from the word go that she was trying to fleece me out of all the properties that I have, I wouldn't have gone to court.
That's true. That's true.
Yes. I would have settled the matter single-handedly. This is what you want, this is what you deserve. I would have done it. I did not need a judge to come and tell me how to share my properties. But now, it's a long
Frank,
story.
Do you remember telling Samaritan that if the ruling favors you, I will end up with nothing from you?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I said so.
I am waiting for that ruling.
You see,
I can't settle with you anything.
You see, there is only one problem. You're a very greedy person. And that is why I said to myself...
And it's okay. Let's wait for the ruling.
You know, you and I know very well, and you know deep down, that I own the property.
How? Frank, how?
I am the one who funded you.
Do you have even a single document that's written in your name? Do you?
You see, what kind of character I'm dealing with?
Do you have... She asked you a simple question. Do you have...
He doesn't. Just say Samaritan.
At the time when I started dating her, I did not have proper documents to show. I wasn't actually a citizen of the country. I wasn't a citizen of Kenya. So I let her do everything. Personally, I remember doing that out of love and appreciation, because she's business-minded.
Why?
And out of trust. You know, when there's love, there's trust. So, deep down, she knows I'm her facilitator. wouldn't have gone her way if it was not for me. But now she's becoming greedy. She wants everything to herself. Everything.
You decided to go to court. Then
That
let's
is why.
wait for the ruling.
That is why I went to court, because, first of all, Julie,
Alichocha
accounts-
ukamchocha yeye enda
My
wakanisu
accounts-
sana analilia nani?
let me ask you one
Nini
question.
sana anasema?
My accounts,
Huh?
I can't access any account.
Mwambie tungoje nini?
Up until my lawyer mentioned about my home rights, I could not access most of my property, because Julie would actually dictate to her own security men and women that I'm not supposed to be in those properties.
I think you should.
Now you have a right.
But didn't you, up until then, did you know?
Frank, let me leave you discuss. If you're going to discuss anything,
Why should you leave me with her? And we came to you. We
With
came
them?
to you.
because this thing is becoming so complicated.
No, I'm not discussing anything with you.
Actually, that's why I came to you. That's why I asked for this
He's
meeting.
not a judge. You know.
He helps me sometimes to think.
Then let him help you when I'm not around.
Love that you show me. Yes, that I cannot take it for granted. Love that you show